fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. It's the Denver Nuggets taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Murray drives in for three. Gordon fires in the triple.
Nice work by Gordon, stretching the floor, opening things up with his range.
Garnett no good. Pass to Gordon. Here's Sprewell. And he drives in. And he goes in for the dunk.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
For three, Gordon. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Got a hand on it. Pass to Zerbiak. Inside. And stolen by Jokic. And here comes the break. Here's Porter. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Shot from the top of the key. They get it back. Here's Gordon. Tries again. Pass to Jokic. And Gordon with the big finish.
And the athleticism of Gordon helps on the offensive glass. I just love when he goes after second chance scoring opportunities like that.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Oh!
Wow!
What a finish with a reverse dunk.
Whoa, Aaron Gordon looking like he's in a slam dunk contest right there.
Pass to Brown. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Into the line for the Nuggets, number 4, Russell Westbrook.
Outside Murray. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Such a powerfully built man. I mean, Jokic seems to just brush off the foul from the opposition.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the inside. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
Kevinganet, second personal foul, second team foul.
And Denver has possession. They lead by 4. And it's Murray off the drive. Here's Gordon. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Jamal.
Gordon's got 9 points.
You won't often find Gordon in the mid-range, but he cleverly capitalizes on an opening.
Gordon with a steal for the finish. And Gordon with the big finish.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Here's Garnett. And that one is stuffed right through.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. To the paint. Here's Gordon. The rebound by Sprewell. Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to Cassell. We've got 1:08 left in the first. Here's Garnett. And a nice finish on the layup. He's got 6.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Jokic with it. Nice move. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter here. Down low. Sprewell. Watson with the rebound. Denver leading by 6. Here's Strawler. And here's Šarić for 3. Drills it from deep.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
To the paint. The jump hook. And that's good. Off the glass that time.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Šarić. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Šarić has got 5.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Stolen. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
And Minnesota with possession here.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. Good on both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Knocked away. Now a timeout called by Minnesota. Here's Garnett. And a miss there off the inbound. Aaron Gordon, he's been the guy making things happen for Denver. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire.
21.
More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Denver.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Westbrook can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Cassell. Here's Garnett. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Westbrook. Šarić right side. Pass to Najee. Clock at 4. From outside, off the mark. And here's Minnesota now. It's a 3-point game.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Here's Garnett. And out of bounds, Denver will have it.
Into the lineup for the Nuggets. Number 0.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Westbrook with it. No points so far. To the inside. Outside Watson. Šarić a screen. Just 4 to shoot. Floats one. It's hauled in by Garnett. Here's Minnesota. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. To the middle.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And it's tied up with that one. And Denver making a change here. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Now Murray. Jokic the screen. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And how about the trick move by the big man? I mean, nice pump fake from Jokic.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 11. Shot clock at 6. And the 3 off target. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Sprewell. And out of bounds, the Nuggets will take it.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Screen by Gordon. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game. And Minnesota calls time here. Nuggets trail by 4. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Gordon. The rebound by Sprewell. Minnesota with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
It's Jokic, high post. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Takes a 3. And again, it's Denver missing. Minnesota leading by 6. Here's Garnett. Here's Hoiberg. They swipe it. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Down low. Here's Sprewell. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Chalk up 2 there. Murray's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
What touch by Murray. Such a skilled scorer.
Pass to Sprewell. And he dunks it down.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Into the lineup for the Nuggets. Peyton Watson. Russell Westbrook.
Here's Cassell. To the middle. To the paint. Here's Hoiberg. 2nd chance shot. Here's Sprewell. Excellent defense there from Watson.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
To the inside. Here's Garnett. It could go. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first half. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter started. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Down low. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
To the middle. It's Sprewell. Blocked! And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Timeout called the Timberwolves.
Now into the lineup for your Timberwolves, number 21, Kevinganet.
And here's Jokic. 9 points in the game. Goes up on the wing. No good there. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Inside. Garnett, that's good. Garnett got 23.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
What a dynamic drive by Murray, upsetting the defense and getting him to a shot.
Good. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Here's Murray. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. To 3, Gordon. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
And I like how Gordon lets the game come to him. That's why he's able to take over at times.
To the paint. To the right side. Here's Sprewell. 10 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Really left him alone that time. He's got 26.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Brown. Let's go with a 3. And another 3 for Denver.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
Jokic the screen. Here's Murray. And again, it's Denver converting.
So active on offense. Murray doing it himself.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Cassell. He has 7. Pass to Zerbiak. Here's Garnett. Down low. To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Some serious slick dime dropping out there.
Yeah, how about the awareness there? That is a momentum-building play.
Now here's Murray. Give him 8 points now. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Murray's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, nice play by Murray. A big guard who is unafraid to mix it up inside.
Inside. Pass to Cassell. To the middle. Here's Garnett. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Nuggets trail by 6. To the wing on the left. Back to Gordon. Now here's Murray. To the paint. And here's Jokic. Three-pointer. The three ball is good from Jokic.
You don't leave Jokic alone in the corner. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Pass to Strother. Westbrook taking his time here. 5 on the clock. And a missed layup. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Got it up. And that's not gonna go. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. It's Minnesota up 5. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Minnesota leading by 5. To the inside, Garnett. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
And it's Westbrook off the drive. And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it.
In for the Nuggets, Nikola Jokic.
And Minnesota with possession here. Inside. Here's Hoiberg. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Hoiberg's got his first basket.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Pass to Murray. Clock at 6. Jokic a screen. And it's Murray finishing it off.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
To the inside. Here's Garnett. And he cranks it down. He goes right over Nikola Jokic.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Garnett to the paint. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Murray looking around. Pass to Brown. The three is up. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. It's tipped. And he's able to get it back.
That's a big man down there. I mean, when Jokic gets ideal positioning inside, he uses his size to draw contact.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And Jokic drops them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Over to the wing. Pass to Garnett. Here's Sprewell. Four on the clock. Here's Hoiberg. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Murray. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Hey, yo, 2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Gordon. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Oh, an explosive finisher. Gordon is also skilled at staying in control and finishing through contact.
To the middle. Here's Garnett. And the layup is good off the glass. Garnett's got 38 points.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Knocks down the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Nifty move. And it's Jokic. It's missing. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Minnesota leading by 8. Pass to Hoiberg. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Out to Gordon for 3. Zerbiak grabs a miss. There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth. Down low. Rejected by Jokic.
Oh, look at Jokic using those long arms, managing to get his hand on the ball and knock it away.
Here's Cassell. To the paint. Here's Garnett. Soft touch off the glass. Garnett's got 40 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within single digits. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Here's Cassell. Lays it up. gets it in. Intercepted. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy.